Here I have my most important stamping utensils, including a bag of Hershey Hugs. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to another Rena K YouTube video. Today I will be making another fall themed card using some of the new Gina K sets. One of them is mainly fall greetings based around Thanksgiving and just fall themes. And then the other one is a set that comes free when you purchase $75 or more at Gina K. So who doesn't like free stuff? Right now, if you hear any noises in the background, I have my roommate moving in next door, and she's currently listening to me talk, so hi. If you hear any noises in the background, just try to disregard them. This is a wild time on campus, and it's even more wild time in this house. So try to just ignore it. I'll try to edit it out as much as possible, but you know, I still got Mishi running around making noises too. Mishi, hey, no! Along with using those new sets, I will also be doing a cool technique using twine. I know a lot of you have a bunch of twine laying around your house that you have no idea what to do with. And this is a good way to use a lot of that twine up and create a cool effect with them. So if you're interested in seeing this card, keep on watching. So I can't make the crystalline drops fit in with this and look nice. So we're going to be using crystalline drops later on. But our main ingredients to this card are right here. This is the Skeleton Leaves incentive set that you get free when you purchase over $75 worth of Gina K products. This is the Thankful and Blessed stamp set. As you can see, it comes with all these fun greetings and this nice little border that goes around all the greetings. I am currently missing this stamp, but it is actually in my Misty because I was working on a project that used this stamp. Over here I have pieces of cardstock cut out. This is 2.5 by 1.25. Underneath it is 2 3/4 by 1.5, and then these are each 1/2 inch squares, and this is very important to our twine part of our project, and we will be using 3D foam squares with that. Here is our twine that we'll be using. I love this twine, I use it very often. And here are 3 colors that we're going to be using. This is Warm Cocoa, Honey Mustard, and Sweet Corn. These 2 are part of the Fall Ink Cube pack, and then this is part of the neutral ink assortment pack. So we're going to start using this long skinny leaf skeleton, and we will be stamping the background of our card with it. So starting off with this skinny leaf, we are going to be creating a pattern on here alternating each of these colors. And this part is going to take a little bit of wiping and patience because you want to go one color at a time. If you try to measure these out and stamp all one color at one time, you're going to end up with a messed up looking card. But you only have to do this for one side, so we're going to start with Warm Cocoa. I have my Gina K Tidy Towel on hand so I can quickly wipe off the stamp. So we're going to start by putting this on the base of the card with the stem touching the side, like so. See how nice that stamps? And we're going to wipe it off and then move on to our honey mustard. And this is strictly to get the measurements right, because if you do it step by step, you don't even have to measure the other side. Trust me, you should have seen the monstrosity that I made while testing this card when I didn't measure everything. Next we'll be using our sweet corn. Another pro tip, make sure that you keep your ink cube lids in order, or at least check before you put them on. I was trying to make a nice neutral card using the slate ink, and I ended up using key lime with the slate ink cube lid on top of it. So if you could learn from my mistakes and my subtle card, don't do that. Keep track of your lid, or else you'll be going for a nice sympathy card with a loud, bright lime color on there. Nothing says thinking of you in this darkest time like some laser green lime color. As you can see, I messed up right there a little bit. Whatever, doesn't matter because that'll be pretty covered. And also, I mean, leaf skeletons are not that perfect in the first place, so I never was planning on apologizing. Okay. So that's the first part of this card, and now what we're going to do is flip it to the other side, And as you can see, it comes a little bit past the middle, and the stamp will fit perfectly in between the valley of the 2 points of the leaves next to each other. So what we're gonna do is, in between the honey mustard and warm cocoa ones, we're gonna put sweet corn. In between sweet corn and honey mustard, we're gonna put warm cocoa, and you get the idea. And so this, you don't have to measure them anymore out, going one color at a time. So I'm gonna do all the warm cocoa ones first, and you'll be able to see how well these fit together. So we're done with sweet cocoa. I'm gonna find the lid. And now we will take honey mustard, put that between the sweet corn and warm cocoa. Here. And finally, we are going to take the sweet corn and fill all the empty spaces with that. Okay, see how pretty that looks? It creates a nice little pattern in the center, and then none of these inks are touching the same ink. So it's a nice little fall pattern of leaf skeletons. I went ahead and skipped showing you guys me mounting the card. I also skipped doing that at the end because if you know anything about me, I don't follow the rules of stamping. So what we're gonna do next is take our little squares, and first we wanna line up the base of our incentive greeting in the center, and we're gonna use that as a little bit of a base. So if you wanna put a little bit of tape down, just a teeny bit, literally just like a little sneeze worth of tape so you can pull it off. And you just want to make sure that's lined up in the middle, because we're going to use our foam squares and this measurement to line up where these squares will go. So you want to make sure the foam square is pretty in the center, and then you just want to line up the corners of these squares with the corner of the inner rectangle. I am almost out of 3D foam squares. Mother, please send me more. I use these all the time. Okay. And now you can take this off, and those squares will be in a perfect position. It's so hard for me to pick up stuff with my nails. Literally, I was in line at TSA and I dropped my ID on the ground. It took me 15 minutes to try to pick it off the ground. I was so embarrassed, and everyone behind me was very upset. We're gonna take a bunch of twine. Take more than you need. Use all that twine. I know it's just sitting there and you're wondering what to do with it. Take it out, cut a big piece off, and make sure it doesn't get knotted. While I was testing this card, I was tugging on the bottom and I thought it was stuck on something. Michi was just chewing on it. It's fine. So what we're gonna do is start by tying this in a little knot around this square. Now this will take some patience, some precision, all the things that I do not find myself having. I would double knot it to be safe. The worst thing that could happen is for all this to come undone. And as you can see, it'll be nicely hidden behind that square. And now we're just gonna wrap this around like this. And you can do this any way you want, but this will create a cool, like, weaved pattern. I'm just gonna go around a couple times, switch to that side, go around here again, and make sure it is actually going around the squares. Don't be weaving aimlessly and finding out that you're doing it wrong, just like I just did it wrong. Okay, and now we can wrap it around this square one more time. So I have 2 strands right here and a bunch in the center. So I'm going to take this little piece that I left hanging out and secure a knot with the leftover twine. Here we go. 1 underneath and 1 more. Tie it down there. Boom. And now once that's snug, I can trim it so you don't see it anymore. And that is our twine design. So all of this underneath will be covered, and you'll just see this cool wicker pattern underneath. And you can trim this a little shorter if you want, but You could also just put this over it and then you could see more. You could do whatever you want. I actually might do this, honestly. This could just be used as a good idea of where these should be placed. I don't know, guys. I'm making this up as I go along. So I stamped my greeting with warm cocoa so it will tie everything in together. And I think I'm going to ditch the background because this is my show and I never said I was going to put the background on it anyway. But it did help me measure out these squares, so it's not unreasonable to cut that out and with the intentions of putting it on the back. But anyway, so I'm going to put 3D foam squares on these points so it doesn't interfere with the inside of the twine right here. I'm going to place it. And I'm going to finish up this card with, I'm going to add a little bit of a dot right here just to really tie everything in together. You ever start drawing something and you mess it up, so you got to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger? Might as well just color in this whole square. Nice little detail. And finally, we're gonna add some crystalline drops right at the ends here, just to make it look a little bit more dazzly. And that is it. Oh, it looks so pretty. And did you see how simple that was? I don't even think this video is gonna take that long to edit. Cut to me 2 a.m. shaking with more coffee in my hand trying to edit it. But yeah, there it is. Crisp, fall, fun. So guys, this is the finished card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This card, you know, it really didn't have that many steps, but you can see how much is actually going on in the card with just a couple things that you do. Mishi, stop it. You can't have the card. No. Just jumped up and tried to bite the card. But yeah, so this is the finished product and it was really fun to make. So for last week's giveaway, I promised the Autumn Incube Assortment Pack to whoever answered the question, how do you prepare for the fall season? And the winners of that giveaway are right here. So if you see your name pop up, please submit I won the Rena K giveaway to info@GinaKDesigns.com and we will send you your Incube assortment right away. For this week's giveaway, I will be giving away the Thankful and Blessed incentive set, which I used today in this video. It has a lot of great fall sayings, and it's even better when you get it for free. So if you want to win this giveaway, answer the question, what is your favorite fall food? Anything with cinnamon or spice or pumpkin, let me know. My favorite thing is the Venti Salted Caramel Mocha from Starbucks. Oh, they did not spell my name right. They didn't even get my name at all. It says Judy on it. So let me know in the comments what your favorite fall themed food is and you can possibly win that stamp set. But otherwise, for now, I'm going to go explain to my roommate that I am not insane and that I am actually talking to you guys and not just myself, even though I am just talking to myself right now. Okay, bye!